Okay, a couple thoughts I want to open up with here that I wrote this morning. Because this is week two, okay, guys. The point of desire for you guys over the next, 4 weeks, right, is for us to really get an idea that we can have control over the consistency that we're looking for in our business, right? We can have control over it. Meaning, if we make the decision that we want to have a consistent business, we just have to be consistent by the activities. Guys, you guys have heard this like 1,000 times, right? This isn't like the clouds are parted and the information is being delivered to you, right? You guys know that and you get it, right? But I want you to think about it even better than that. I want you to think about it is I'm giving you the next 4 weeks, we're going to be diving in to a system that will allow you to break in to any given market, any given neighborhood, a desirable place that you want to do. One day I decided that I wanted to go after corner lots in commercial. Because of my experience in prospecting, I was able to pick up the phone and list commercial properties and list corners, right? Never done a corner before. One of my mentors says, Joey, you should do it. And I said, that sounds like a great idea. So I did, and I tried it, right? I remember sitting in a hotel room in San Diego about 15 years ago. My buddy Todd said, you know what's great is the way we're being trained, Joey, you could drop us out of a helicopter anywhere in the country and we can make business happen. We can make business happen. We can grow our business. We can extend our business, and we can break into new markets. Okay. So there's three different ways that you guys can generate business in real estate. And we're going to dive into this one. Number one is you can wait for it, right? You can hope that somebody is going to go ahead and pick up the phone and call you and say, list my home. Number two, you can buy it. And buying it is the easiest way right now, right? We can buy leads, right? We can give referral fees. It's still buying it. We can reduce our commissions. That's buying it. Hey, Paul, I see you. We can reduce our commission by buying it, and we can overprice listings. Well, why is that buying it, Joey? Because you're doing everything you can to acquire it other than doing skill. And those are the three different ways. Or the last one is you can go out and find it. Okay, you can go out and find it. I remember there was a big game changer for me, Grant Line Road. I was sitting in this old country property off of Fig Road, and I had 20. I was looking. I watched my mentor. He got a 20-acre parcel, and he drew a cross in it, made it like five pieces, like break it into four pieces, right? One parcel into four. And he said, Joey, why don't you go find 20-acre parcels and let's do it. So I grabbed a parcel map, went down there, looked at all the 20-acre parcels. I grabbed it, I pulled it up, I grabbed the person information, I called him, my prospect, and guess what happened? Got on the phone with this old lady. She said, oh, honey, I wish you would have called me 2 weeks ago. I just listed my 20-acre parcel. I stared at the phone. I said, oh my gosh, I can make this happen at any given time. You never know, guys, how much one prospecting act can actually turn into. I got one example. We're going to jump into role play. I'm trying to sell you guys on yourself because this skill set that we're learning, guys, it's not easy. It's not easy at all whatsoever. So I need you to, so the best thing for me to share with you guys is for you to know it's worth it. For you to know it's worth it. This lady by the name of Renee, she had a property out there near Norwood where Fry's Electronics used to be on Los Robles. I called her up, right? And I was going through my script. Finally, like 4 questions in my script. She goes, do you want to sell my house? And I said, I absolutely do. And she goes, come to my lunchroom today at 12 o'clock and I'll list it with you. It's never happened. But it was, I literally picked up the phone. Now, let me read with you. I listed her house on Los Robles Way. Then after I sold that house, it was a divorce sale. I moved her to a small little community off of Madison and Greenback. I sold her that house on Las Casitas. Then later, I sold that house for her. Then her Uncle Chuck was moving from Washington. I sold her Uncle Chuck a house in that same development. Then Uncle Chuck died at 92 years old. Then I sold Uncle Chuck's house. Then Renee's brother, Phil, he needed to have a house. I sold him a 2-bedroom house in that same area. Then I sold him that house. Then I sold him a house in Oak Park. Then I sold the Oak Park house and moved into Rio Vista. Then, guess what? Renee's parents had a house to sell. You guys with me? So I sold the parents' house, and guess what's happening right now? Renee is now going through a second divorce out in Yuba City, and I'm going to be selling her house. That is all from one expired listing. You guys with me? Dude, there's power in it. There's power in it, okay? So I just want to share that with, like I said, man, when you get hung up on and people are rejecting you, you know, you get to the point where you got to realize, man, is this worth it? Guys, I'm telling you, it's worth it. Make sense?
Yeah.
Let me pull up this expired script. So today, guys, I want you guys to go through, we're going to go through the script again, okay? And then next week, we're going to start introducing. Oh, are you kidding me? Don't do that to me, guys. Don't do that to me. Dude, this is driving me freaking bonkers. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Paul, you didn't hear about this, but my 65-inch screen that I use for all my stuff. Can you guys see that script right there?
Yep.
Okay, so that's the script. And now you guys move to a different computer, which is always fun. It's always fun. There we go. So that's the script. So today I want to go through again today. Okay, I want to go through the script again today. But most importantly, I want you guys to see that when you're reading this script, again, we're going to go back, a little review from last week. You're going to repeat the answers that they're saying. Why do you want to repeat the answers they're saying? Is because most people are not listened to. You guys agree? Most people are they're not listened to, right? We got a lonely society because people are in a place right listen to. Make sense? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Joey, can you put this link for the script on the bottom?
Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm changing something real quick here. Okay, can you guys see me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what was the question?
Can you put the script, the link on the bottom so I can print it? Because I can't see it.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Thanks, guys, for your patience. This is...
There you go, Joey. I might have dropped it in the chat there.
Oh, did you? You're amazing. Thank you, guys.
I was
Thank
just
you.
pulling it up myself, so.
Hey, if you could pull it up, that would be great. If you can put it in the chat for Kim, that would be great. That helps me
Thank
out with
you.
my technical difficulties I'm having right now. So again, right now, I don't want you guys to try to sound sexy. I don't want you guys to sound like you are trying to sound like you know what you're doing. I just want you to read the script. When the person gives you an answer, you know what? I'm never planning on selling. Your response is, okay, never planning on selling. I can appreciate that. And then go on to the next question, right? If you sold this home, where would you go next? Well, I go to Milwaukee. Oh, Milwaukee, great, perfect. How soon do you want to be there? Well, man, I've been on the market for 6 months. Oh, 6 months. Wow. Okay. So let me ask you, Paul, what do you think stopped your home from selling? Just repeat everything they're saying, right? It's called repeating and it's called affirming. Repeating and affirming. Next week, we're going to start integrating like 1 or 2 power objections that you can when people are getting ready to, when they want to hang up the phone, right? I call it the ice bucket close, right? Where it's kind of like grabbing a bucket of ice, pouring it over their head and saying, let me ask you a question. If I can find you a full price offer in the next 30 days, could you continue with your plans or would it be a problem for you? And then boom, it wakes them up. And what do? I go back to the script. So let me ask you a question. What did that, and I just go right back to the script. Make sense?
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, great. I want to hear energy, John. I want to hear engagement. I want to hear reaffirming the questions. I'll be the seller, so I can give you a realistic role play with my years of doing it. Okay.
Okay.
Jump right in.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, I'm looking for Mr. Joey Satariano. My name is John McKay with EXP. How are you?
Yes, John. How can I help you, John?
Well, I'm sure you figured out that the listing on your home is expired. And I was just calling to see, were you planning on interviewing the right agent for the job, selling your home?
You know, at this point right now, John, I appreciate your call. I'm going to tell you what I told the last 10 people. I'm not selling my house.
So you're not selling your house, but if I can get you an offer at your price, would you still want to sell your house?
Do you think you can do that?
I think I can. If you sold this home, where would you go next?
You know, John, It's so funny. You're good. I want to talk to you, but like I said, I'm just going to kind of take a break. But if I did sell the home, I was planning on going down to San Diego because that's where my mom is at right now.
Excellent. San Diego is beautiful. The weather is great right now. Right now it's raining right now. How soon do you did you plan on being there?
Well, my wife and I decided to put it on hold because the kids are back in school, and I think we're going to give it a shot probably next in the fall. When we may give it another shot, but I think we're probably just going to relist with the same agent.
Ah, so using the same agent, what do you think stopped them from selling your home?
It's just the market. It's just the market right now. I mean, interest rates are high, and people are just at this point right now. People aren't buying and people aren't selling right now.
I hear that I get the objection all the time. So how did you pick your last agent?
Well, it was actually a referral from a friend.
Oh, and what did that agent do that you like the best?
Well, I mean, they did what you guys all do. They put it on the computer and on the MLS and put it on Zillow and put it in, put a lockbox on and a sign and did open houses.
Well, it seems like they did a lot of good things. What do you feel that they should have done?
Sell my house.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, what will you expect from the next agent that you choose?
I mean, really, I'm just going to expect the house to get sold. You know what I mean? I'm going to expect the house to get sold.
I
Um,
get it. I get it. Have you already chosen that agent to work with?
well, like I said, John, I think I'm just going to relist for the same agent back in fall.
I see. I see. Well, I do things a little different, and I'd like to apply for the job of selling your home. Are you familiar with the techniques that I use to sell your home?
I'm not, John. I've never heard of you.
Well, you got to be kidding. I'm pretty famous in this part of the Sacramento. Um, Let me tell you, if I can meet all your expectations and I get your price and um, commission's not a problem, when would be the best time to come see you? I have an appointment at 5 or at 7 today.
So you really feel like you can sell my house?
I do.
Hmm. How much time is this going to take?
Just give me 15 to 20 minutes. And
Fif-
before that, I will send you a pre-listing agreement via your email.
Yeah, John, I'll give you 15 minutes, John.
Excellent. Sounds great. I'll see you at what time did you say?
I don't think we set a time. I think we just set an appointment.
Okay, yeah, I had 5 or 7 available.
5 o'clock.
Okay, sounds good. Joey, I'll see you at 5 sharp. How's that sound?
Great. Good job, John. Good job. How'd you feel like how'd that go, John?
I think I rushed through it again.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I think you did great, John. I mean, it's the second time through the script, man. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. I've only done this several thousand times. Come on. Look, guys. I know you guys, a few of you heard yesterday that this is a wonky script or whatever. Guys, I'm telling you, Renee is from this script. I'm telling you, I remember listing 15 homes in 1 month expired from this script. So they are just questions in a certain order. You with me? Do we want to know where they want to move? Say yes. Do you want to know how soon they want to get there? Say yes. Do we
Yeah.
want to know what they think stopped their home from selling? Say yes. Right? How do they pick that agent? What do they liked? What do they expect from the next agent? They're all basic questions. You know what I mean? I think you did great, John. I think you did great. I think just making sure you're repeating everything that I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, I need to do that. And when you posted the last the recording, that helped big time for me.
Okay, love it, love it. Well, I'm going to do the same thing here. Now, here's what I want you guys to know. The only caveat of repeating is make sure you're not repeating things that are going to affirm the previous agent. You don't want to affirm the previous agent. You don't want to affirm that. So if I say I'm going to relist with the next agent, interesting. Maybe that might be best. Just poke a little doubt into it. Maybe that might be best.
Hmm.
I don't want to get too much in other objection handling right now until next week. But if you guys want, I'll give you another one. I'll give you one of those right there. It's like, you know, maybe I think I'm just going to relist with the same agent. So I'd stop for a minute and say, let me ask you a question, John. Do you feel like that agent did the best they could to sell your home?
No, they could have did more.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
Oh, you feel like they could have done more? So let me ask you, John. Do you think they did everything they could to sell it?
No, he didn't do open houses and he didn't do postcards. So
Well, so he actually didn't put in the time and effort to get it sold.
right.
So why are you going to expect a different result from him in the fall, John?
Well, because I figured I'd coach him.
What John, that's not what they say. That's not what they say, John. You see what I just did, guys?
Yeah.
Do you feel like they work? Because this is what they tell you. Oh, yeah, they worked hard. They did everything you guys did. Okay, great. Okay. So let me ask you a question. If you think they worked hard, why do you think they're going to do anything differently? You know the definition of insanity, right? You got to say that with white gloves, but it works. Okay? Okay, who's up next? Who's up next? Okay, Paul, let's do it, man. You're gonna say ring ring. I'm gonna say hello. Read the script, repeat my answers. You weren't here last week, Paul, but questions, when somebody says, I appreciate that. I can understand where you're coming from, right? And then repeat what I say. Repeat all my answers. It's active listening, Paul. It makes them understand that I'm listening to them. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, great. You hit ring ring and I'll say hello and we'll go.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, I'm looking for Joey.
This is Joey.
Hi, Joey. My name is Paul. I'm with First Realty Group. I'm sure you figured out that your listing on your home is expired, and I was calling to see when do you plan on interviewing the right agent for the job of selling your home?
Paul, I appreciate your call. My wife and I are pretty exhausted in this whole thing, and we've just decided to postpone our move because if we can't get what we want for a home, Paul, we're not even gonna be able to afford our next move. So, but I do appreciate your call. What I can do is you can give me your number and I can call you if something changes.
You know what? It's very understandable, a situation like this, postponing it, taking some time to figure out some of the next steps. Well, let's see. Just imagine though, if you did sell this home, where would you go next?
We were wanting to go out to Ohio because that's where my wife's parents are at. And my wife just retired. And but everything we got is in this house, Paul. Everything,
Okay.
you know what I mean? And this last agent, all he kept saying, reduce the price, reduce the price. And I'm like, enough already, enough already. I'm not reducing it anymore.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you want to take the cash here from California, you want to take it to Ohio and be able to live the rest of your time out there. That's perfect sense. But ideally you had it listed for sale before. How soon were you hoping to be in Ohio?
Well, I mean, we were trying to, our goal was to be there before Christmas.
Oof. All right. Okay. So I see, that's a little bit of time, but all right, Joey, you must have thoughts. What did what did you and your wife think stopped the home from selling?
It's the market right now.
Ah, all right. Well, it's been a slow market. It's been a slow market, but we're still getting homes, bought, sold, listed all the time. How did you happen to pick the last agent you listed with?
It was a guy, he sells homes in my neighborhood.
Okay, nice. Okay, someone you've heard from. That's good. That's good. Well, a lot of my business either comes from this active, looking out for clients, really putting my feet on the ground, and or referrals from people that have done business before with me. What did that agent do that you had listed with? What did they do that you like best?
I mean, they did what you guys do. They put it on Zillow and all the different sites and did open houses with balloons and hot cocoa and all that other stuff and yeah.
Gotcha. So okay, they kind of did the basic cookie cutter actions. Well, what do you think they should have done though?
Sell my house.
All right, selling your house, that makes perfect sense. That I guess that is the goal to get you to Ohio with that bag of cash. What are you back you mentioned you might think about relisting in the fall now though. What are you expecting from that next agent you choose?
I mean, if I can, talk my wife back into doing this thing, I mean, I just want them to sell my house.
Okay. All right, selling your house. Perfect. Let's keep laser focused on that goal. I love it. That's why we do these things. All right. Well, have you already chosen that agent to relist your house with?
No.
All right. Okay. Well, hey, wonderful. Joey, what I find for most people in this situation where their house doesn't sell before they list, I mean, sometimes they choose to just go with that agent that they used before, or, they gather extra information, they interview a new agent, someone that might have some different techniques, some active marketing. Are you familiar with the techniques I use to sell homes?
I'm not. I've never heard of you, Paul.
Fantastic. Well, this is going to be a great opportunity. I'd love to meet you, and that way you will remember me. What would be the best time to show you the things that I do to get your property sold? Would it be like Tuesday at 6, or are you more available on a Thursday at 10 a.m.?
I'm available on the weekends because my wife and I work Monday through Friday.
Well, turns out I work weekends all the time. It's one of the hazards of the job. So let's set that date, and I'll send you an email with my pre-listing information, and that way you'll be well informed when we get together.
Great. Good job, Paul. Like you've done this before. Good job, man. So how did you feel about that?
I felt pretty good. I was getting a bit hung up because I've been listening to this audiobook. It's like I think it's called Exactly What to Say. It's 1 hour long, but it had some great turns of phrases, like imagine yourself, what I find most people do. And so I was trying to weave some of those in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, good, good.
But,
It's
but it
called
did
future
it did feel
pacing.
very natural.
Yeah, it's
So
called future pacing. Is
yeah,
that what it's called? It's called future pacing. I
yeah.
love it. Paul, you got a gift for this, man. You got a gift for this.
Well,
That was amazing, Paul. Like,
I
like
thought
you
you
acted
did
like
great.
you were a professional. You better get on those phones and go get some listings.
Yeah, well, yeah.
all right.
That was awesome.
All right.
Okay,
Well, hey,
so
thank you guys.
here's one thing, and you would think that this was all set up magically for me. But listen, before you get on the phones, and this is also very important for you guys, whenever you're working with a buyer or you're working with a seller, you got to go over the trend graphs of the market. So before you get on the phones, so when I told you, Paul, my only feedback for you, because you made it easy, I got to find something to make it better for you, right? Is, the market's so interesting. Are you aware that there were actually 76 homes that sold in your zip code last month, Paul?
No, I wasn't really. 76.
Yes.
A
So
huge
really what we needed to find out, Paul, is why you weren't one of them.
there. I like that. Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yes, yes,
Because
yes.
because what you did is and again, that is important.
I'm
It's
gonna
so
write that down.
important. Are you aware? Because here's what I want you. Brian Tracy said this a long time ago. Brian said, don't don't ask somebody something that they should already know. Why don't you teach them something they didn't know? So, the market's slow. Interesting. Are you aware that there were 76 homes in your zip code that sold last month? Well, no, I wasn't. We need to figure out, Paul, why you weren't one of them. Boom. 70, really? Man, then all of a sudden they feel they did something wrong or the other agent did something wrong, right? And we're not bad. Listen, we're not here to badmouth other agents. You never want to do that. So if they go on a tangent and they want to tear them apart, you just listen. Wow. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Man, I'm sorry that these Yahoo agents let you down. I got to work with these guys all freaking day long. I am so sorry. One of my favorite lines is, Are you aware? Are you aware, Paul, that the average agent only sells 2 to 3 homes a year? Are you aware of that?
No, really, only 2 or 3. Come on. They must do.
Yeah. Yeah. And our organization sold 47 homes last month, which is a true statement, by the way. 47 homes last month. So we need to figure out what we can do to use that same system that we helped 47 other people. We got to help how we can do that too. And you guys can say the same thing. We don't say me, turn that shit upside down and it's we. It's never me anymore. We is more attractive. Say yes.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Who's up next? Who's up next?
All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay, let's go. You say ring, ring. I say hello. Is this helpful, guys? You guys getting some out of this?
Yeah, I wanna rock it like Paul.
Come
Here
on,
we go.
Paul.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay, go.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Joey?
This is Joey.
Hi, Joey. This is Kim Carlson with eXp Realty. And I'm sure you figured out that your listing has expired on your home. And I was calling to see, when do you plan on interviewing the right agent for the job?
You know, Kim, I've gotten like 20 phone calls today. And I'm gonna tell you what I told everybody else is I'm done. I'm done.
I can appreciate that, Joey. I know that your phone is blowing up and they're all promising you the same thing. But if you were to sell, if your home would have sold, where were you planning on moving to next?
I was planning on going to Los Angeles.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about that. What's in Los Angeles? What's making the move to Los Angeles?
Well, I mean, with all the fires that have went on, my mom is all by herself, and I just need to get out there. And we've been, we're gonna sell. We're gonna go help out mom for a little while and kind of get things transitioned. But I got to get out there.
Well, yes, I can definitely appreciate that and helping your family. And so you want to be out there as soon as possible, is what I'm hearing.
Yes,
Is that correct?
yes.
What do you think stopped your home from selling?
I think it's just the market right now. I mean, nothing is selling right now. And I'm not giving my house away.
Oh, I can appreciate that, Joey. We definitely don't want to give your house away, and we definitely want to get you to LA. Are you aware that actually 64 homes within a mile of your house have sold in the last 2 months?
64 homes?
64 homes within a mile of your home have sold in the last 2 months. Were you aware of that?
And they're like my house?
Yes, same within 200 square feet of your home, same year. A few of them were 1 stories, but most of them were 2 stories as well.
Wow. Yeah, no, I wasn't aware of that. Huh.
Well, how did you pick the last agent you were working with?
Ooh, look at that transition. Love it. It was actually a lady that's part of my daughter's volleyball little group, Dealey Bobby.
Okay, well, let me ask you, Joey, what did you like that the last realtor you hired did to sell your home?
Well, I mean, she did a great job. She took pictures. She helped my wife stage I mean, she did really well. She did really well. She just didn't sell my house.
Right. What do you think, what would you have wanted her to do more of to get the home sold?
You know what? I think that she was just trying to say what I wanted her to hear. I think she just she wanted to say what I wanted her to say, right? What I wanted to hear is what I'm saying. I need somebody to tell me the truth. I mean, I'm an accountant and I know my world backwards and forward. I'm expecting an agent to get the job done and to know how to do it. And I think she might be like one of those volleyball moms that does this on the side. I just have a feeling.
Wow. Well, with Mountain, we definitely know we need to hit your numbers. And yeah, there are a lot of part-time agents out there or agents that aren't doing this full-time and making it a career and definitely want to get your listing and don't always get it sold. What have you already talked to other agents to sell your home?
No, I actually, you're the only one I've even talked to this long.
Great, Joey. Well, I'm so glad we connected. I would love to get you to LA and I would love to apply for the job. Are you familiar with the techniques I use to sell homes?
No, I'm not. I've never heard of you actually.
Okay, well, you're going to hear of me when we're done with meeting. Would Tuesday at 3 work or Monday at 4 work better for you?
How long is this going to take?
It'll take about 30 to 45 minutes, Joey, and I would love for you and your wife to be there. So let's make it available. Let's make the appointment when you're available, both available. And again, I have Monday at 2 or Wednesday at 3, or if weekends work better, we can do that as well. What works best for you both?
I think weekends.
All right, well, let me put you on my schedule for Saturday at 10, and then I will go ahead and send you a pre-listing guide just to go over some of the things that we'll be touching on in our meeting. Is the best email Joey Satariano at yahoo.com?
Yep, that's me.
All right, awesome, Joey. Well, I look forward to meeting you and your wife on Saturday at 10, and look for that pre-listing presentation, and we will get your home sold.
Love it, love it. Good job, Kim. How'd you think you did?
I did a lot better than last week.
I think you did great. You're just
I stuttered
flowing.
a little bit. I got off a little bit, but I tried to get more into what you were saying and the feelings and
Sure.
stay off of the script.
Yeah, just remember, guys, and we talked about this at our first training, and I know CJ, this is your first time joining us, but remember, these guys are disappointed, they're let down, right? They give up on their plans. You got to speak to that spot. Hey, I get it. You've been on the market. I mean, it shows here you've been on the market 96 days. That's a lot of time not being able to leave dishes in the sink and leaving your underwear. Obviously, if it's the same gender, you can say leaving your underwear on the floor. If it's not, don't do it. And it's funny if it would be a dude, right? If it's a woman and woman, we do it. If it's a man and a woman, it just doesn't sound right. But you know what I'm trying to say? Just kind of bring us some humor in it because it's heavy, right? It's frustrating. You can't leave for work and leave dishes in the sink or underwear on the floor in the bathroom. You got to clean it all up, and that's difficult. And I get it. I get it. If I was you, I would feel the same way. You hear what I just said? If I was you, I would feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know? And another thing I want you to think about before we go into our next role play is, you know, they used to teach us in speaking and delivering that you always want to have a canned opening and a canned closing, right? A canned opening and a canned closing. So I want you guys already have one. You just don't know that you have one. Like I always use it in my open houses. So my open house, I'm like, you know what? I'm so excited to meet with you on Monday. And you know, at the end of the day on Monday, you know what's going to be great is on Monday, I'm going to have a clear idea as far as what you're going to expect. And also you're going to have an idea whether or not you feel like I can sell your home. And I'm just real excited to see you. And I'm not, you know, I'm also going to give you a clear idea as far as what market you're choosing to buy in. That's my bow at an open house. That's my bow, right? So after they set the appointment, it's a good idea because after they set the appointment, you're not arm wrestling anymore. Say yes. You're not, right? It's over. The struggle is over now, right? And you know, so you might, and this is something you're not going to do in the beginning. You're not going to do it in the beginning, but you might say something like, you know, I'm really looking forward to meeting you Saturday at 3. And what you can expect to get from Saturday is I'll help you identify what I think is the reasons why your home hasn't sold. I'll give you the plan that we do that's helped us sell 47 homes last month. And at the end of that meeting, you'll have a clear idea as what we do to sell homes. And you can either decide to wait and not move to LA, or you can do what most agents, you can do what most sellers do, and that's hire an aggressive agent like me. Okay? Man,
I love that.
really, really look forward to seeing you on Saturday. I mean, it's not BS, it's true, right? So just learn to kind of get an idea what that bow is, right? And the more you practice that, this is all about practicing and all about reps. That's what it's about. So, okay, anybody else want to do a role play? CJ, you want to jump in?
Sure, why not?
Okay, perfect. You say ring, ring. I say hello. Again, read the question. I appreciate that. I can understand where you're coming from. And then, boom, on to the next question. I don't care what they say. I'm never going to sell my house. Great. If you sold this home, where would you go next? You know what I mean? So, okay, go for it. You say ring, ring. I say hello.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Joey Satariano?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Joey. My name is CJ with Home Smart Eye Care. I figured out, I'm sure you figured out the listing on your home is expired, and I was calling to see when you plan on interviewing the right agent for the job of selling your home.
You know, CJ, thanks for your call, but we've just decided right now that we're going to stay put. We're going to stay put until our kids are out of high school.
Wow, that's kids are in high school. Wow, it's sounds like a good choice. If you, I'm just curious, if you sold this home, where would you go next?
Well, we were wanting to move down south because that's where my wife wants to go, and happy life starts with a happy wife.
Oh, absolutely. I'm married too, and I absolutely agree with that. When you mentioned down south, are you talking about Southern California or like the southern states?
Southern California.
Southern California. Okay, great. Well, how soon would you have to be there? I mean, I know you mentioned earlier that your kids, you want to wait till your kids, get out of high school and get out of the house to go to college, but it sounds like you have to be there a little bit sooner than later.
Yeah, yeah, but what's going on with this, how my experience was getting the house on the market and doing all this stuff is, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of done, you know. Um, and my wife wants to sell, but I'm just done. I'm done because I'm just done. Just kind of stress has been put in between me and my wife, and it's just I'm done. You know what I mean? We're
Wow.
just we're gonna hold off, and if we do something, we're probably gonna, like I say, wait for the next couple of years.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I could totally sympathize with that, man. It sounds like you're really frustrated, and it sounds like there's some friction between you and their wife because it sounds like she wants to sell, and when you say you're done, it seems like you've exhausted a lot of options. What do you think it stopped your house from selling, though?
Well, I mean, I think it's the market right now. I mean, interest rates are high. Even though we have a new president that came in place, I mean, he's not going to fix the whole world. He's just a man. You know what I mean? And interest rates are high, inflation's high, and I just I don't think people can afford what I'm asking.
I can totally understand that. I mean, we've had clients mention the same th exact thing here. How did you pick that last agent that you worked with?
He's actually the one that sold me the house.
Oh, wow. That's great. That there's a lot of rapport there, I would assume. What do you think he did? What did the agent do that you liked the best?
I mean, he did all the things that you guys did. I mean, the only I wish he would have communicated with me more. That's probably the only thing. You know what I mean? But I mean, he did what you guys do, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a standardized list, and when you say the things that we do is inputting information on the MLS, um, what do you feel that he should have done?
Get it sold. Get it sold.
Absolutely, that is the end result is to get our house sold. He did help you buy. Now, selling it could be a little bit of a different animal, especially in this environment with the high rates and a new president and inflation going on. What would you expect from the agent from the next agent that you choose?
I don't look. I don't know what you guys do, and I don't really care what you guys do. I just want my house sold. That's not my world. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm not frustrated with you. I'm frustrated just with this whole experience. I'm just frustrated with this whole experience. You guys
Yes,
make a lot. You guys make a lot of money. And I just feel like he wasn't really working for it. You know.
Uh, I can totally understand, where your thought process is coming from, but not all agents are made the same. We do get compensated for the work that we do, but I can assure you that not all agents are the same. Have you already chosen this agent to work with? Like, it's already, you know, the guy that helped me buy the house, he's going to be the guy that's going to help me sell it. And then, oh, we didn't sell it. You're going to repeat the same process and choose them again?
We're not even thinking that far down the road. Really, we're not.
Oh, I can see that. It's again, it's a frustration. It's kind of hard to see the path, but it does sound like you have a goal to get to your mother down in LA. You know what, Joey? I would like to apply for that job of selling your home. Are you familiar with the techniques I use to sell homes?
I'm not. I've never heard of you.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that may have not, heard of me or my company, what we do is we do a complete analysis of what's going on in your market. And did you happen to know that there are 2 or 3 houses in your area that went on the market and sold in less than 2 weeks?
Yeah, but they're not as nice as mine.
You're,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're not as nice as mine because they were, I saw that. They were asking a lot less.
they were asking a lot less. Well, there are some other things that I can show you that we can do to, get your house on the market and sold without dropping the price. I would love to share some of these things with you. What would be the best time to show you some of these things that I can share? Monday at 4 or Wednesday at 5?
I can do Monday.
Okay, I got you dialed in for Monday at 4. And Joey, just keep an eye out. I'll get your email down and I'll send you some information that maybe the other agent didn't, show you. Because like I said before, we not all agents are the same. We do use different techniques and help our sellers get their houses sold. Look forward to seeing you on Monday.
How do you feel, CJ?
A little shaky.
Okay, I think you did great. I think you did great. I really do. I think you did great. What I want you guys to know is that shakiness and that uncomfortable and that fumbling, it's because you guys feel like you have to interject stuff between every question. And that's where it's coming from. Now, when you dismiss that idea and you get more comfortable, right? And you get more comfortable, then you can insert that. But why listen, quiet, when things are quiet, it's a good thing. Don't resist things being quiet. You ask a powerful question. Tony DeSello said years ago, the power of your question is determined that, the power of a question is determined on how long it takes to answer it. I've asked some powerful questions. It goes silent, and the next person who talks loses. I will cough and pretend I'm sneezing to make sure that I'm still on the phone. And I'm not kidding you. Seriously, it's okay to have those pauses. So right now, where you're starting to learn the script, right? The idea behind it is repeat, go on to the next, repeat, affirm, go on to the next question. Oh, you want to move to LA? Great. Okay. How soon do you want to be there? Right? Oh, the whole thing. Okay, great. I'd like to be there yesterday by 5. Hey, sounds like you are motivated, might be frustrated. Yesterday by 5, I get it. I can appreciate that. So let me ask you a question, CJ. What do you think stopped your home from selling? If you can get him to question 4, guys, it's going to get moving. The people are going to hang up before question 4. I'm telling you that right now. I used to write on the side of the thing, get him to question 4. That's going to be the hardest one to get him to, is question 4. After you get him to question 4, then it's listening. You guys with me? It's all about listening. But the fumbling and that stuff, CJ, comes from you feeling like you have to insert these things, right? And I did this is our third session we did, and I thought about my training to begin with, and I thought about how I was doing it, and people were impressed. And what I really did is I made them feel good about how my role play is, but then I made them kind of feel like they got to fit in my shoes, and that's not fair because you guys don't have the same amount of reps that I have. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Repeating and affirming is key. Everybody wants to be affirmed. Everybody wants to be affirmed. How'd you happen to pick the last agent? Somebody in my neighborhood. Ouch, somebody in your neighborhood. You know what? Sometimes that's the right choice. You know? Yeah, well, they didn't do anything. You know what? I am really sorry that's your experience. I really am. And I apologize that my industry has let you down, CJ. I got to work these yahoos every day. And they start laughing. They start laughing after that, affirming. Affirming. Okay. Q Money, I see you. You want to jump in and do it?
I'm trying to preserve whatever voice I got left, but I'll
Hey,
take a shot.
no, it's okay. Whatever you want. I figured you usually like to put the jump. You like to put your gloves on and jump in the ring.
I do. I was letting everyone have a chance, play special
Everybody's
just
already had a chance. Claudia pop back out. I don't know if she's still here or not. But okay.
Yeah, I'll have a go at it.
Okay, great.
All right.
Say ring,
Ring,
ring. I
ring,
say hello.
ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, I'm looking for Joey Satariani.
This is Joey.
Hey, Joey. My name is Kwang Tran. I'm with the Real EXP Realty. I'm sure you figured out now that the listing on your home is expired. I was calling to see when do you plan on interviewing the right agent to get the job of selling your home?
You know, we've been trying to do this is our second time on the market, and I think we're just going to rent it out.
Oh, really? Two times? Okay, that's totally understandable. I'm just wondering if you sold the home, where would you go next?
You know, we were looking at going into a retirement community because this is a two-story and my knees are really bad. So we were gonna go into a retirement community, a 55 and over community.
That's
And
totally, yeah,
yeah, but
that's
you know,
totally understandable. Downsizing.
yeah, yeah.
That
So
makes sense.
but I'm not in a hurry. You
I
know,
hear you. I hear you.
I'm thinking about just waiting for the market to come back down a little bit because these prices are getting high. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hey, I hear you. And look, wouldn't you want to take advantage of the high prices to sell your home?
Well, I did. That's why I've tried to list it two times.
Totally understandable. So how soon were you planning on being there to move to this retirement?
Well, I mean, you know, I still got boxes in my garage, so I was hoping to already be there already. You know,
Oh, I hear you. What do you think stopped your home from selling?
I mean, I think right now it's the market.
The market. Okay. How did you happen to pick the agent that you worked with?
You know, he's a guy. He's actually a guy that I work with. So he's doing this kind of part time, and he gave me a break on the commission.
Oh, right. Okay. I totally understand that. Um, what did you think that the agent did well, or what did you like best about his work?
You know, I don't know what the heck he did. You know, I don't know what he did. He did like two open houses, and I don't know what. Honestly, I don't know. I know he didn't sell my house. You know.
Yeah, yeah, we know that. So, what do you feel like he should have done?
Just get it sold, get it sold. I don't have time for all this frustration. I just want it done.
Totally understandable. I'd be frustrated if you were unsuccessful in selling your house twice on the market too. What will you expect from the next agent you choose?
At just to get it sold.
Yeah, that makes sense. Have you already chosen an agent to work with?
You know what? We I don't know what the heck we're gonna do. I'm definitely not gonna give this guy a try, but I think this time I'm gonna interview a couple different agents before I make a decision.
Listen, that sounds like the great choice. And I would love to apply for the job of actually getting your home sold. Are you familiar with the techniques we use to sell homes just like yours?
No, I've never heard of you.
You're kidding. So look, this is what I think would be best, Joey. We get together for 30 minutes. I go over the techniques and the proven um, strategies that we use to sell homes, just like yours, and um, and just make sure that we get you, to your retirement home, your forever home. So, what time works for you? I'm available this evening at 5 p.m. or we can do the weekend if that works better for you, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning works good for me.
Okay, so I'll pencil you in for Saturday morning. And we'll just sit down and we'll go over the strategies we use, the proven strategies that, what my team does to get homes like yours sold. And, it'll be a good opportunity for us to just connect and get to know each other better. Um, and see if we're even a right fit for each other. Because you know what, Joey? I'd rather turn you down than let you down. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you sound pretty good. I might even know that trained you. What a great bow. You tied a nice bow around that whole thing. And it was funny is I was talking about tying the bow before you were even here.
Yeah.
So they may think I was texting you and trying to get you to come on and do what I just told them to do. Exactly what it is, right? Because here's why you want to why you want to tie the bow. Number one, you want to tie the bow for this reason. Number one, you want to make sure they don't cancel the appointment.
Mhm.
Got to tie it on there. You got to let them know You got to let them know what they're going to expect from you, what they're going to expect from that meeting, right? And you know, so it just, I love using the terminology, discovering whether we're a match. That's always a great terminology, right? Because if we're not a match, it's okay. Because I'd rather turn you down than let you down, right? Which is good. So another thing you want to say is you always want to be somebody's second husband or third real estate agent.
Mm.
No, I'm serious. By the third time they list, they're like, whatever, just sell my house. Just sell my house. Just sell my house. They're tired. They're exhausted. You know what I mean? They're tired and they're exhausted. You know, so I thought you guys did a really, really good job. One thing, Q, that I talked to everybody about was knowing your numbers. So before you get on the phones, you guys should already know your numbers. You guys should already know your numbers, right? Whenever I'm doing a listing appointment, or whenever I'm doing a listing appointment, the first thing I say is, what do you know about the market? And they tell me all the stuff. They tell me all the stuff, right? And then I pull out the trend graphs and I show them. Are you realize that there's 3 months of inventory on the market? And they look at me all twisted up. They don't know what the heck. I said, 3 months of inventory means if nothing else came on the market, Q, it would take 3 months for everything to sell. So we're approaching that buyer's marketplace. The good news is you're still in a great place, you know? And then I go through all the numbers. So first I ask them what they think about what's going on in the market, right? And then I show them the facts. Never be the source, be the messenger of the source. It's just really important. Never, it's not your opinion. Those words should never come out of your mouth. Because if you have an opinion, you're setting yourself for failure. I'm telling you are. Because if you disagree with one thing with them, and because it's an opinion, it's not going to work. Now, if I disagree with you because the markets tell me something different, I can appreciate that you feel nothing's been selling. Are you aware that there were 76 homes that sold in your area? I didn't know that. We need to figure out why you weren't one of the 76. You know? So great job today, guys. Any questions you guys have before we close? Any questions?
Joe, you send us a recording out, you email it out or what?
Yeah, if you shoot me I don't know, go to themonthlycalendar.com, CJ. Go to themonthlycalendar.com and click on Six Figure Roleplay and sign up for the reminders. I used to say, I'll just send you the recording. I'll just do this. I'll just do that. And I was letting everybody down. So now I got some automation going. So go to themonthlycalendar.com and you'll see the Six Figure Agent. You'll see Six Figure Roleplay. It's every Wednesday normally, guys, because we had an event yesterday. I had to postpone it. But big takeaways today, guys. Number one is make sure look. This script, if this script helps you get one extra house every month to sell, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Yeah.
If this script helps you sell one extra house every other month, is it worth it?
Yes.
If this script helps you sell 2 more houses in the next year, is it worth it?
Yes.
If this script helps you sell 1 more house for 15 grand over the next year, is it worth it?
For sure. Yeah.
The reality of it's worth it. And what ends up happening is, guys, is these scripts will start coming out of you. They'll just start rolling out of your mouth because you have trained yourself to listen. I would grab this when I was first learning this script. I would grab a yellow pad of paper. You've heard me say this, Q, and I would handwrite the script. I would handwrite the script. I would chant it. We were taught to chant it in front of the mirror. We were taught to read it fast during the mirror. In the mirror, we were taught to do that, right? We were taught to. I would read it out, and then I would listen to it. I just really wanted to internalize it. You know what I mean? The more internalizing. You guys did one role play this week. if you guys want to role play with each other, I would really highly recommend at least going to script once a day. You know what's really great about the society we're in right now is everybody is so distracted chasing their own tail. I tell my kids all the time when I ask them to do something and they get distracted, I tell them stop chasing butterflies, right? But that's what's happening right now is everybody's chasing butterflies. So for those of you that have figured out how to not chase butterflies and focus, right? I already got my 3 scripts from yesterday's event, got them all set, ready to go. I'm meeting with my VA at 11. We're going to start getting them ready to go. I got my few ideas. I'm going to do that whole, remember they were talking about how the pricing, the Zillow pricing piece? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to just try it out. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to do like 3 a day. Just 3 a day. Won't take me very long. Just small little bite-sized commitments. So anyways, guys, appreciate you guys and appreciate you guys investing in yourself. Next Wednesday, it'll be from 9. We usually go from 9 to 9:30, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 9 to 10. Come in here. Let's get some reps in. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Okay? Take care, guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Joey. Sounds great.
Thanks, Joey.
Bye now.